Hello everyone, I'm Mihoko. Let's enjoy Japanese culture in a fun and easy way. In this video, you'll learn about Konjaku Monogatari. Konjaku Monogatari is a classic Japanese collection of tales compiled in the early 12th century during the late Heian period. It consists of 31 volumes and about 1,040 stories. The stories include Buddhist teachings, humorous episodes, supernatural encounters, and scenes from everyday life in ancient Japan. The collection is divided into 3 sections: India, China, and Japan. This is because Buddhism originated in India and spread to Japan through China. Konjaku Monogatari is often translated as Tales of Times Now Past. Every tale begins with the phrase, now long ago, and ends with, thus the story is told. I'll introduce 3 stories from the Japanese section. The tales in Konjaku Monogatari reveal how people in medieval Japan understood fear, morality, and the uncertainty of life. I hope you'll enjoy them. The first story takes place at Rashomon Gate in the ancient capital, Kyoto. Rashomon Gate once stood at the southern entrance of the capital. This story later inspires the works by the famous writer Ryunosuke Akutagawa and the film director Akira Kurosawa. A man came to the capital, Kyoto, with the intention of stealing. It was still bright in the middle of the day, so he decided to wait until nightfall. To avoid being seen, he hid beneath Rashomon Gate at the edge of the city. As he waited for time to pass, he suddenly heard the voices of many people approaching. Oh, too many people. Afraid of being discovered, he quickly took the stairs to the second floor of the gate. There, he noticed a faint light flickering. A light up here. What's that? Wondering what it was, he peered through a large gap in the wall. What he saw shocked him. The corpse of a young woman lay on the floor. Beside the corpse sat a horribly old white-haired woman, violently pulling out the dead woman's hair. What? Is she a demon? A chill ran through him. Then another thought struck him, even more frightening. Could that old woman be a dead person who has come back to life? He decided to threaten the old woman and find out the truth. Quietly, he slid open the door, drew his sword, and rushed toward her shouting, "You there!" The old woman panicked and trembled in fear. "You old hag! Who are you? What are you doing here?" With her hands pressed together, the old woman pleaded, "My mistress has died, and there is no one to give her a proper funeral, so her body was left here. Her hair is long and beautiful, and I was pulling it out to make a wig. Please, spare my life, I beg you." Hearing this, an idea suddenly occurred to him. If that's how it is, Then I can do the same. He stripped the dead woman of her kimono, stole the old woman's clothing, and even took the hair she had already pulled out. Then he rushed down the stairs and fled into the darkness of the night. On the second floor of Rashomon Gate, many skeletons lay scattered. The bodies of those who could not receive proper funerals had been abandoned there. And this story has been passed down through the generations ever since the thief himself told it to others. Next is a humorous tale about a quick-witted man who outsmarted thieves in the capital at night. On the outskirts of the capital lived a junior court official. Though he was short in stature, he possessed a strong spirit. One day, he went to the imperial court on official business, but the work dragged on until late into the night. It's completely dark already. I'd better hurry home. He boarded an ox cart and left the palace grounds with several attendants. The great avenues of the capital were crowded and lively during the day, but at night they became dangerous and hardly anyone dared to walk there. After the carriage had traveled a short distance, the official quietly muttered to himself, There may be thieves about tonight. I'd better prepare myself. He then removed the fine robes he was wearing inside the carriage. He carefully folded each garment and placed them neatly on the floor mat. Then he spread another mat over the garment to conceal them and sat there wearing only his coat headgear and underwear. As the ox cart slowly made its way down the dark avenue, several bandits suddenly stepped out from the shadows. Stop! One of them struck the young ox driver. Startled and terrified, all the attendants panicked and fled, abandoning the carriage. Well, this looks like an easy job tonight, one of the thieves said with a grin. Come on, let's get started. Laughing among themselves, they lifted the blind of the carriage. Inside sat a single man, almost naked. What's this? One of the thieves exclaimed. Why are you dressed like that? The official, holding his ceremonial baton, as if addressing a noble lord, replied with the utmost politeness. Just moments before your arrival, other distinguished gentlemen, like yourselves, stopped my cart over there, and very kindly took all my clothes. The thieves exchanged glances. What? Someone got here first? Well then, there's nothing left for us to take. They burst out laughing, left the official unharmed, and simply walked away. When they were gone, the official called out loudly, Hey, come back now! Hearing his voice, The ox driver and attendants cautiously returned, and so they continued on their way home without further trouble. Upon arriving home, he sat down and told his wife about a funny adventure on the dark road. "How terrible!" she said at first. "But what did you do?" The man smiled. "I simply told them the story that other honorable gentlemen had already taken everything I had." His wife laughed and said, "You are one step ahead of the thieves." And so this tale has long been told. The story of a man whose quick wit and calm words allowed him to escape danger with ease. Last is a touching tale about two brothers and two mysterious flowers. There are two young brothers who lived happily with their father. They loved and respected him deeply. But one day, their beloved father passed away. The brothers were overwhelmed with grief. Even after many years, their sadness didn't fade. In those days, people buried the dead in the ground. Whenever they missed their father, they would go together to visit his grave. Standing before the grave in tears, they spoke about their worries and sorrows. As time passed, both brothers began working for the imperial court. Their duties became busy, and they had little time to think about personal matters. One day, the older brother said to himself, "My heart will never find peace like this. I have heard of a plant called the Daylily. They say that when people see it, sorrow fades from their hearts. Perhaps I should plant daylilies near father's grave." So he planted them. Shortly after that, the younger brother visited his older brother and said, "Brother, shall we go visit father's grave?" But the older brother no longer went with him. The younger brother felt deeply saddened. "How could my brother become so cold? We once shared the same sorrow for our father. Remembering him has always been the support of my heart. My brother may have forgotten father." Then the younger brother made a decision. "I never will." He remembered hearing something. "There's a flower called the Aster. When people see it, the feelings in their hearts never fade." So he planted asters near his father's grave. Along the path leading to the grave, the lilies grew on one side and asters on the other. The older brother looked only at the lilies. The younger brother always looked at the asters, and he never forgot his father. Many years passed. One day, when the younger brother went to visit the grave, he suddenly heard a voice coming from inside the tomb.
"Don't be afraid. I'm a demon who guards your father's remains. I mean you no harm. In fact, I wish to protect you.
Younger brother trembled with fear, but he remained silent. The demon continued.
Your love for your father has never changed, no matter how many years have passed. Your brother once seemed just as heartbroken as you are, but he planted flowers that make people forget their sorrows. He always looked at them, and his heart changed. You planted asters instead, and your feelings remain the same. Your devotion to your father moved me deeply. Even though I am a demon, I still possess compassion. I have a thing to tell you. I have the power to foresee the good and bad events of each day. Whenever I foresee something that concerns you, I'll come to you in a dream and tell you.
Then the voice disappeared. The younger brother, his face wet with tears, thanked the demon. From that day on, he began to see dreams showing the events that will happen the next day, and every time the dreams came true. All of this happened because his love and longing for his father never faded. And so the story has been told through the generations. If you wish to keep the feelings in your heart, plant asters and see them. But if you wish to forget your worries, plant daylilies instead. Thank you for watching. For those interested in the atmosphere of this period, I've also created a video on Hojoki by Kamono Chome, which offers a more personal reflection on a similar period.